All right, let's get this show started!
Ilia Topuria's manager Malki Kawa has clarified the true details surrounding Islam Makhachev and their failed June fight. In recent days, Makhachev has claimed that Topuria and his team are lying about the circumstances surrounding a potential meeting between the two at UFC White House. The welterweight champion believes that his rival priced himself out of the fight on purpose, essentially pulling out. Kawa, however, tells a very different story. According to him, their team initially informed the UFC they wouldn't accept the first offer for any opponent. The promotion later returned with a new proposal for a fight against Justin Gaethje, while a matchup with Makhachev was no longer an option due to a hand injury.
I really need to clarify this Ilia Topuria Islam thing, because people are really taking things way out of context and way out of proportion. That Monday before, I called and said, hey, are you guys going to use Ilia Topuria for this card? The answer was no. Wednesday comes around. I get a phone call that says, hey, he can fight. It's his choice. Justin Gaethje or Islam Makhachev. And I immediately said, shit, we want Islam. And they said, okay, great. We'll give you X number for you to fight him. And I said, bro, you know that never will happen. They said, here's the number, and you have a choice. I said, I want Islam. That's exactly what we said. Ilia Topuria wants Islam Makhachev. That's who we wanted to fight. He said, well, call me back, let me know if that'll work. All right, cool. That was on Wednesday. Friday comes, they didn't speak to me, I didn't speak to them. I go to bed. I tell you, this is all documented. 10 o'clock at night, I go to sleep. At 11:59 to the T, I get a phone call. I'm getting blown up by my brother. He's blowing me up. Hey, bro, Hunter just called me. They want Ilia to take the fight. They want Ilia to fight. Called Hunter, said, what's up? We want Ilia to fight. I said, okay, Islam can't fight. His hand is messed up. That moment, right, that Friday night, I'm on the phone with the UFC brass, and we're negotiating, and I told you guys this. All night, we negotiated. That negotiation was for Justin Gaethje. Islam Makhachev was never an actual option. Who's ducking who? I'm still sitting here today in front of you guys and telling you I never once said Islam was ducking anybody. Everybody agrees that Islam and Ilia might be the biggest fight in UFC history. Don't you guys think that should have the biggest payday in UFC history? I'd be a damn fool to take that fight for less than the right numbers for that fight. Why would I do that? It's not like I asked for $100 million. I didn't ask for $50 million. I asked for a number that I think is super reasonable. You guys are telling me that Ilia Topuria is running from an Islam Makhachev? We're asking for that fight. We actually want to move up to 170, fight him there and win that third belt. So after this fight, what's going to happen is we're going to have that conversation again. And it'll be up to the UFC again whether or not we get that fight. But the numbers have to be right. By the way, it's not like they offered me Islam and I said nah to Islam. I said no to Islam and Gaethje. We weren't going to fight. The number was so low, we didn't want nothing to do with it. When I called Ilia at that time, I want you guys to understand, at midnight my time, I think it was like 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning in Spain. Hey bro, they want you to fight on the White House. So he's laughing at me. Oh, really? Ha 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 ha. Okay, Islam? And I said, no, they said Islam's hand is hurting. And he laughed again. He was like, man, fuck. Some point, that guy's got to fight me.
Darren Till has a new fighting home in BKFC. The UFC veteran is signed with the Bare Knuckle promotion and is expected to make his debut as early as May 30th, when BKFC returns to England for BKFC 90 in Birmingham. Till is likely to compete at 185 pounds, although his opponent has yet to be announced. Valentina Shevchenko is not impressed with Jake Paul's recent comments. Paul recently took another shot at Dana White, claiming the UFC is dying under his leadership and accusing him of making major mistakes while running the organization. A few days later, Shevchenko responded on social media, clapping back at Paul's remarks. UFC dying? Hey Jake, you definitely don't know what you were talking about. Criticizing MMA from a long distance. Try to get into an octagon with one of them and they'll wipe the floor with your pretty face. You will show spectacular, breathtaking fight from down there. Then you can tell us how fun or boring it was. Demetrious Johnson found out exactly how big and strong Khamzat Chimaev was after training together. Mighty Mouse continues to stay active while creating content for his YouTube channel. In his latest video, he shared the mats with the UFC middleweight champion at Santos Studio. Despite being one of the most skilled fighters in MMA history, Johnson was quickly submitted, with Chimaev securing a tap in just 47 seconds.
Did Arman tell you I was good? Arman tell you I was strong?
Maybe for him, yeah.
It's too fast! Get your arm!
Do you think I'm gonna shoot a takedown on Khamzat Chimaev? So strong.
How? Hey!
How much is it?
How much is it? How much is it? Oh, Jesus.
Aaron Pico has shared his first-hand experience training with Khamzat Chimaev and Darren Tsarukyan. Pico and Chimaev linked up during their fight camps under the guidance of strength and conditioning coach Sam Calavita at the Garage in California. Speaking to the media ahead of his upcoming UFC 327 clash with Patricio Pitbull, Pico praised Khamzat and Arman for their work ethic and humility, explaining how they elevate and motivate everyone around them. Arman Tsarukyan's monthly bill is absolutely wild. Known for his extravagant lifestyle, including private jets, Rolls Royces, designer clothing, and luxury travel, Arman admits that while much of it is tied to content creation, the expenses are very real. Coming from a wealthy family in Armenia, it's often suggested that Tsarukyan could retire from mixed martial arts today and still maintain a lavish lifestyle without relying on a fight purse. During a recent appearance on the Full Send MMA podcast, he was asked about his monthly spending, and his answer raised plenty of eyebrows. He said, "Probably $500,000 to $700,000 a month. Every month, I buy one watch after grappling or wrestling. A watch usually costs around $250,000. People are worried about me leaving the UFC once I become the champion, but where am I going to leave to?" Dana White had some surprising praise for Arman Tsarukyan. The UFC CEO had recently been critical of Arman over his behavior outside the octagon, including a brawl at an RAF event and headbutting Dan Hooker during a face-off, among other incidents. However, during a recent livestream with Aiden Ross, White commented Arman for staying active and revealed that an announcement regarding his next fight will come once the lightweight division becomes clearer. Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Combatica Fight. Number 2 meme was posted by Undisputed Take. And number 1 meme was posted by Devastator. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of MMA. Catch you tomorrow.